Well, hello, we are live on Facebook. I am Lani Nash, singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. I actually live in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now. Before I get started, I would like to say thank you so very much to all the healthcare workers that are on the front line of this thing. We are so grateful for all you do, and it's amazing that you put your lives and the lives of your families on the line pretty much throughout this whole entire thing to help everybody else. So I am so grateful, and I would just like to say that. The other thing I would like to say, well, a couple things actually. We just rescued a sixth dog, so we have six. So I cannot guarantee that there will not be some barking or even some dancing little nails on the hardwood floor here. So just so you know, I just want to make sure that you're all aware of that. And the other thing, what else was I going to say? God. Oh, I'm not really on fire. That's my fireplace behind me, so it is what it is. And wow, there was something else. I am going to play pretty much all originals tonight, which is actually amazing because I am living in Albuquerque, which means almost every time I play out, people are asking for cover tunes, and it's been fun. I have to agree. I have to say it's been fun to learn cover tunes, especially songs that I really love. But be nice to go back to my roots, my songwriting roots as well. So, the other thing is, the last thing before I get started is, many of you have been asking how you can actually send tips. If you want to tip for this show this evening, please find somebody in your community who needs some help and give to them, because honestly, it's going to take us all, and it's going to take a lot of people banding together to help those people that are actually out of their jobs right now and possibly struggling, especially those if you are in need of dog food. Rather than taking your dogs to the pound, which is what's happening right now a lot, please just post in your community that you need it. Maybe we can work something out with the Humane Societies as a drop-off place. People can drop off food and people can come pick it up rather than dropping your dogs off at the pound. Please keep your animals. They need you need them, especially through something like this. So anyway, I am okay taking, I'm going to say this, but I'm okay taking requests if you know my stuff. However, I can barely see, I see them, but I can't, without my glasses on, I can't see exactly what you're asking for. So I'm going to have a little bit of help too, because I've got somebody else here who's actually online who can tell me if you're requesting something. But so I'm going to start with a song that I wrote for my spiritual record that I did in Nashville. That's the last record that I did, my one record. Just because I think it might be good to get us in somewhat of a mood, although I'm probably going to take us way up and out of this mood at some point. So this is called Blessed Are Those. Blessed are those who know that every moment is a gift. Those who know life can't be lived in the past. Blessed are those who couldn't find a word to criticize another, knowing what goes around always comes back. Blessed are those who live unassuming, those who know how to forgive and forget, and don't take for granted all they've been given, building a life free of guilt and regret. Blessed are those who look beyond the trouble for an answer, knowing it serves not one to complain. Blessed are those who take responsibility for their doing, rather than searching for someone to blame. Blessed are those free of illusion, those who have faith and courage to shine. tuning in. It's good to see you all. Some people I haven't seen in a while. Hello, Zita Pitcher. I've seen you.
We got All Drink You Drive.
Oh, somebody wants to hear All Drink You Drive.
Stephanie Kavanaugh.
Huh?
Stephanie Kavanaugh.
Oh, Stephanie. You're probably not the only one. I might wait just a little bit longer on that one because as people are starting to sort of chime in, which I can see on my phone here, there will be more people asking for that, and it's just my guess. I'm just guessing. So, and let's see. Let's do something. So I used to teach in Nashville. I taught at a little elementary school, Tusculum Elementary, and we actually had, we were about 85% refugees from around the world, non-English speaking. We were teaching children who spoke no English, starting in kindergarten to, actually all through. Some of them came in at 3rd grade, not speaking any English. So anyway, it was an amazing, amazing experience, and I had some wonderful teachers that helped me out a lot. I was not a teacher; I was a substitute teacher that took over a kindergarten class, and I loved this little group of 5-year-olds so much that I actually decided to bring music into the classroom a little bit, and this is a song that I actually wrote for them, and then I taught them how to sing it and the lyrics and everything went on, explained what it meant and everything. But anyway, it goes a little bit something like this. Dare to smile at everybody you see. Dare to open up your heart and set it free. Dare to give as if you've got too much. Dare to trust that there will always be enough. Dare to believe you can be anything you dream. Oh, dare to be remarkable. Open up your eyes, leap for the sky. Surely you will see how life can be absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you'll feel a little lighter, shine much brighter if you just let go and dare to be. Dare to try, even when you don't know how. Dare to fall so deep in love you won't find your way out. Dare to ask for whatever you need. Dare to change your perception and walk a new direction with me. You'll never feel like you fit in 'cause you were born to stand out. Oh, dare to be. Dare to be remarkable. Open up your eyes, leap for the sky. Surely you will see how life can be absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you'll feel a little lighter, shine much brighter if you just let go and dare to be. Dare to be remarkable. Open up your eyes, leap for the sky. Surely you will see how life can be absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you'll feel a little lighter, shine much brighter if you just let go and dare to be. There you are. So that was a very interesting thing. We had a talent show at the school one year, and they asked if I would play a song at the talent show. And I first made sure that all the kids that wanted to be in the talent show had a place, and that there was actually space for me. And if there was, then I would do it. So apparently there was space, and we got all the kids. We have them all in the cafeteria, right, sitting down, crisscrossed applesauce, sitting and behaving themselves and being nice and quiet. And then they announced me, and I walk out onto the stage, and all of the kids jumped up in the air and started screaming. We had to sit them back down, but then as soon as I started playing this, we saw all these beautiful little kids from all over the world sitting here playing air guitars, barely able to sit down on the floor and actually stay in their seats. But it was so adorable. That was one of the most amazing memories I actually have. So that's kind of fun. So let's see. Anybody else requesting anything? Okay, I will do. I'll drink, you drive. I promise. So I wrote this song. I was on tour for about 4.5 years solid throughout the United States and Canada, and had a wonderful time. Met so many people. I hope some of you are there actually watching, because this song I actually wrote after leaving New York. I did a couple shows in New York, and then I went on to Canada and started out in Montreal, and then all the way through Canada to Vancouver Island. And it was interesting what I learned from the Canadians. I left New York on the subways, and I was literally I would watch these little old ladies get on the subway with big bags in their hands, right? And so many people sitting there with their phones, just doing this, not paying any attention. And these women had to stand up, and nobody was getting up to move. Nobody was giving them their seats, and it was just kind of strange. And so I went to Canada, and my manager and I were there together, and we got on this bus in Montreal, right? And there wasn't a place to sit together. And so I sat in one place, she sat in another place. And then at the very next stop, some lady tapped me on the shoulder, and she said, there's a place right back there next to your friend now. Somebody got up. And I was like, holy cow. What an amazing... And then, you go out to clubs and things and places. I played out there. Nobody was on their phone. Nobody was on their phone. They were actually there together. They were actually spending time together. And it was such an amazing experience to tour Canada. And I just absolutely... I thank you to my Canadian friends for teaching me to sort of slow down and put things away and pay attention. So I wrote this after I got back to Nashville from Canada. Log in, so if anybody sees her log in, will you let me know, please? Just put big, huge emojis all over the place, and I'll know that she's there. Or even Brandy Carlisle would be nice, because she's got a brand new publishing company in Nashville right now that I would absolutely love to be a part of. I'm just saying, you know, could be fun to write for either one of them. Speaking of Ellen DeGeneres, my God, what an amazing human being and all the things that she's done around the world. And her little, I wouldn't say so little, her little gorilla sanctuary now that she's got, man, holy cow. Yeah, so, let's see. Okay, I'll Drink You Drive. So, this is a little song I wrote. This is a little song I wrote about a friend of mine. Or actually, I wrote it for her to sing because this is sort of her life. I'm kind of like one of those really square people. So I don't really drink. I don't get drunk. I don't have one night stands. I'm very happily married, and I showed up on time, and I'm a musician. So I said 6 o'clock, and it is 6 o'clock, and here I am. So of course I'm at my own house. So there's that. So this song I wrote, this woman who she's had a lot of great success in Nashville. That's all I'm going to say. And her parents were very successful as well. And but she has a little bit of a drinking problem. And I'm not knocking that. I'm not mocking that. I'm not making fun of that. That's a very serious issue. But she was constantly losing her keys, losing her phone, ending up in somebody else's bed in the morning, that kind of thing. And so she decided to put these little flyers out on these college campuses asking for young girls who want a job. And their job was to go out with her every night and basically hold on to her keys, hold on to her phone, let her drink as much as she wants to, let her do what she wants as far as that goes, but make sure she ends up at home and wakes up at home in the morning. And so I kind of sort of laughed at the sort of little flyers that were being put out, and I thought, God, what would we put in a flyer like that? So it kind of went like this. You're so perfectly responsible. You hold your head up on your shoulders like you own it. So put together well. You're the kind of girl who just might be the answer to my prayers. I know I hide it well, but I got a habit of screwing up every chance I get. With the likes of you rubbing off on me, oh, I might live a life much harder to regret. And so I'd like to invite you to join me tonight. I promise a real good time. We'll take my Mercedes Benz and invite your friends out all night on my dime. This may be the start of a beautiful life. I'll drink, you drive. Well, I'm picking up what you're putting down. You see, we complement each other well so far. The best part, yeah, the beauty of it all is that we both get to be just who we are. Well, no, I cannot blame the trouble on the Cuervo. He's always been a real good friend. But with you by our side, we'll change our ways and never get behind the wheel again. And so I'd like to invite you to join me tonight to lend me a fresh pair of eyes. When I can no longer stand, I need someone who can take control and steer me right. Oh, this is the start of a beautiful life. I'll drink, you drive. Lee Rascone, I hope you're healing, my friend. Now I'm aware what I'm asking is no easy task. You'll need a night off once a year. And I will try to refrain from my usual ways whenever you're not near. It may be a long, lonely night, but I'll drink and get Uber to drive. Aubrey, cousin, Missy Taylor, I love you. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Ugh. Hi, Susan Mason. Hi, Kathy Sawyers. Speaking of Kathy Sawyers and Susan Mason, let's do this. So Kathy Sawyers has been my best friend for about 27 years now. I keep saying 25, but I keep, I've said 25 for 2 years, so I'm going to move on. Or at least add to the yearage. It's funny because when we first met, I was in a band in Oklahoma City, but I was this sort of painfully shy and really didn't, once I moved to Nashville, I didn't want to get out and do anything. And this woman actually just kicked my ass. I'm sorry, did I say ass? She basically is somebody who has believed in me from day one and would not let me not believe in myself. And it took years to do it. It really, truly took quite a long time to figure out how to get out and actually be okay with what I do and share it with others and whatever, which is now what I realize we're supposed to do with our gifts. So anyway, I'll play your song, Susan, I will, I promise. But I'm going to play the song that I wrote for my best friend, Kathy Sawyers. Thank you for everything. Goes like this. I can't believe my dogs are being so quiet, actually. I said that and now you're probably gonna hear them, but. Tell me again. It'll all be alright. I'm always better in your eyes than mine. Tell me I'm stronger than all that I fear. You always seem to know just what I need to hear. Tell me I'm good enough. Tell me what I'm made of. Tell me how much I can take and that I will not break if I bend. Tell me again. Tell me I'm crazy to think like I do. Stories I tell myself, well, they're all untrue. Tell me there's nothing in my way but me. I could take all my chances and I would land on my feet. Tell me I'm good enough. Tell me what I'm made of. Tell me how much I can take and that I will not break if I bend. Tell me again. Oh, tell me how grateful I ought to be every breath I take and all I've been given. And you as a friend. Tell me I'm good enough. Tell me what I'm made of. Tell me how much I can take and that Thank you, Kathy. Oh, all right, Susan Mason. Well, I'm not even gonna say what this one's about. This one goes out to Susan Mason. It's her singing this, actually. And it's a very true story. But it sort of explains itself, so I don't really have to say a whole lot. She did get what she wanted in the end. I'll just tell you that. Thank goodness. All right. This is sort of what my friends tell me this is about the cockiest song I've ever written, but like I said, it wasn't for me to sing, actually. But Susan doesn't really sing, so unfortunately I can't. I gotta do it for her.
Just pick yourself up, fresh up off the ground.
Susan, you're gonna have to learn to sing soon because I got so many other new songs I gotta do that I just. I'm just doing random here. Like I don't have a set list. I'm just kind of playing whatever comes to my mind first, and something that I really need to play because Alistair, are you still there? So. I was in a very long-term relationship back in Nashville for about 9 years, and when it ended, it took me a long time to figure out that this is not where I was supposed to be because this other person really didn't want this, and so I held on for a long time, but I probably shouldn't have, but I did, and it's okay. I mean, I learned a lot from it, but after it was over, I sat down and I wrote this. And the reason I say Alistair is because I was in Florida, and I played the song at an open mic night, and this incredible guitar maker who lives in Ireland asked if he could talk to me afterwards, and so we met for coffee, and he explained to me that he was so in love with his wife, and that he felt like this song just made him cry, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, you and me both. So anyway, so it turns out out, he and his wife are still together, at least from what I understood, years afterwards, and I don't even know what else to say, but I'm so glad. And but this one lasted too long. I should have realized. The old me never would have let you leave without falling down on my knees, begging you, please. Yeah, the old me would have had so much more to say, would have never let it end this way, without telling you it's all a big mistake. Yeah, the old me would still be trying to change your mind. Please forgive me for taking so long to accept that I'm not what you want. I'm facing my fears, and I think you'll be happy to know that I finally learned how to love you. I'm letting you go. All right, Kathy, we're on. I know you ask for this song all the time, but unfortunately I'm usually in a loud bar and hard to do. The old me never would have left you alone, would not have gotten through one day on my own, still be waiting for you to come home. Yeah, the old me would have called and asked you to come back, would have pleaded for one more second chance, would have never let you slip through my hands. Yeah, the old me would still be denying that you're not here. Please forgive me for taking so long to accept that I'm not what you want. I'm facing my fears, and I think you'll be happy to know, that I finally learned how to love you. I finally learned how to love you. Yeah, I finally learned how to love you. I'm letting you go. So there's that. Took a while before I could sing that one out without crying. But I'm actually not out, I'm in my home, so I guess this is good. Although I can do it now. Because I will tell you that I am now married, very happily married. And getting married was the most amazing thing I have ever done. And I cannot tell you, like, it's been about 3 years now, and not one fight, not one argument. It's absolutely the most perfect thing I have ever been a part of. And I want to say thank you to Missy Taylor, because she actually married us. Thank you very much. And we wrote a song together, not Missy and I, but the person I married and I, and it's actually our wedding vows. So since I'm talking about that now, I'm thinking about it now, I'm going to play that one. This This is it's probably one of the better songs I think I've ever written, just because of what it's about and what it's for, and I had help because I did not write these vows myself, so I just ended up being the one to put music to it and put it into an actual song. So it was like this. Steve, I will do in a song, I promise. You're lucky I practiced that one a little bit today so I could actually pull it off. I don't normally play it, but I normally play it on the piano, but I just have the guitar tonight, so. The piano's in the other room, though. I guess we could move this all, shift it all over. No, it's not gonna happen. So these are my wedding vows. I prayed for you, even saw you so clear in my dreams, and I never gave up the thought of you here beside me. Well, the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew that I had loved you all my life. Suddenly, everything made sense in your arms. I know I am home, sweet home, right where I belong. Home, sweet home, in the beat of your heart song. Well, if home is where the heart is, then home is everywhere that you go. To the ends of the earth or heaven and back, where you lead I'll follow. Home, sweet home, right where I belong. Home, sweet home, the beat of your heart. So long as there's a breath left in me, as long as I have a say, I'll be right by your side. I will love you all the way. Home, sweet home, right where you belong. Home, sweet home, the beat of my heart song. Home, sweet home, home, sweet home, home, sweet home. Whew. Bliss. I hope all of you are this happily married. Maybe it's because I waited so long. I wasn't 21. Although there are some people I know that got married at 21 and still very happily married. So I'm going to repeat a couple of things real quick. People have been asking where they can send tips. Please don't send me any tips. I do not. I appreciate it. I really do. It's very thoughtful, and I appreciate your kindness. I think if you would take those tips that you would put in here and find somebody in your community that needs some help during this time, that would be fantastic. I would greatly appreciate it. And especially those maybe with animals that are thinking about taking them to the pound. Like I said, the pounds and the humane societies are overrun right now with people bringing their animals in. And if it's because they can't afford them, please let's try to do something in every local area that you can think of. Make sure that maybe we can have one local drop-off site everywhere, and we can drop off food and make that the local place for people to pick up and drop off. So anything that you can do to help somebody else, that would be absolutely lovely, and that would be a better tip than you could possibly give me. So I appreciate it. I'm going to do a song. A really wonderful friend who passed away several years ago, actually it's about 6 years now. She was a huge staple in Nashville because she was a vegetarian chef, and she catered a lot of the big artists' events and things and whatnot there, and some of the big label events and things and whatnot. And she just was a lovely human being, and she always wanted to open up her own restaurant. She's a vegetarian chef, so she talked about it for years and years, and we all kept trying to encourage her and say, do it now. She finally opened Sunflower Cafe, and I think it is still going out there in Nashville. So go check it out. It's still got her recipes and everything and whatnot. But right after she opened that restaurant, she was diagnosed with cancer, and within less than a year, she was gone. And so I wrote this song after that because I just thought, you know what, maybe we should do what we love. Maybe we should just do it. Do it now. Hey there, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you know who you are. Always wishing upon someone else's star, trying so I just had to the only time you get like applause in the middle of a song, usually at the Bluebird Cafe, is when you screw up. So that right there would have been like this massive applause in this tiny little room. I miss the Bluebird. I hope you all are well, safe and well. You know what I forgot to tell you all to do? Can you please step about 6 feet away from your computer? This is social media, and we are going to have to practice social distancing. So, yeah, that was a really dumb joke, wasn't it? It was funnier in my head. All right, so let's see. Somebody wants to hear. I'll try it. I'll try it. I might have to have the lyrics in front of me. So I'll give you a little backstory to this one. So this song, the relationship I was telling you about that ended, that I wrote The Old Me about. Yeah. So we had a little girl, and I was a big part of raising her I did not have her myself, but I was a big part of raising her for 9.5 years. And while she was little, I tried so many times to write songs for her, about her. They were little kiddie songs, little, fun, up, whatever. And then I would kind of go, oh God, no, that doesn't really, no, that's not. And I finally realized that the reason I couldn't really write anything for her is because nothing I wrote was good enough. I mean, it just seemed like nothing was quite good enough to depict her and put her. So I didn't get around to it. And then one day I was on tour, and I wrote this entire song, melody and all, while I was driving to my next gig. And I thank God I had a little recorder with me, because I didn't have a smartphone at that time. I just had a little recorder with me. And I used a flip phone for a very long time. I think I still only have I don't know what it is now, but it isn't the newest for sure, and it isn't the fastest, and I really don't care. So if you ever try to get a hold of me on my phone, those of you who can, I don't usually carry it with me a lot. So, but this song, I finally, after the relationship was over, and I was basically taken away from her, or she was taken away from me, because apparently the person that had her decided that just don't ever take a kid away from somebody who's had such a big part in raising them. It killed me, but it really hurt the little one more than anything, because she was 9.5 when it happened, and that's something I still have to work through. But this was written for her, so. If I can do it, let's see. Step into my garden. I'd like my roses to see what perfection looks like, and how beautiful it's possible to be. Heartbeat still, if you weren't real, I'd have a hard time making you up. There are no words I have ever heard that come close to being good enough. So forgive me, my love. I could try my whole life long, and though I would like to, I cannot write you in a song. Look up to the heavens, oh, the angels can't help but smile. You show the sun and the stars and the moon how bright it's possible to shine. write you in a song. No, though I would like to, I cannot write you in a song. Thank you for the request. I appreciate that. Whew. Gets a little easier. Gets a little easier. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you all. Actually, a lot of people that I haven't actually seen or heard from in a long time. So it's kind of cool. Well, let's see. Let's not get too ballad heavy here, because I don't want people to think that all I do is write ballads, because I don't. I got a little bluegrass. Anybody like bluegrass? So this is my what I call my half-ass bluegrass song, because I am absolutely no bluegrass picker, that's for sure. And so I don't really write bluegrass because I can't pick like they can. But there's something like this, little something like this. All right. All right, we're gonna pick it up a little bit. It's the roller coaster ride. We're up the top right now. We're getting ready to fly into a loop. For letting me appease myself and do a little bluegrass. Actually, thank you so much for hanging out with me. To be honest with you, I'm living in Albuquerque right now, and we plan to go back to Nashville, but my in-laws are aging right now, and we're having to self-quarantine them at this point because, well, I don't even need to tell you why.
You know, the harbor,
Wish I could do the harbor. Who wants the harbor?
couple people.
Oh man, you know what? What's interesting is you know, when I moved to Nashville, I wrote that in Oklahoma, and when I moved to Nashville, and I hate that I hate this because it there is a way. I loved being in Nashville. I loved being around all the musicians and all the incredible songwriters and all the people who taught me so much and helped me to grow and learn as a songwriter. But I think what happens sometimes is we keep being told things like, you got to be more commercial. You got to write more for, the big corporations. They want drink and screwing songs. That's what you got to write. Okay, well, all right. I guess we can do that. But speaking of, I'll do an Ashley McBride and I song next. Ashley and I wrote this song together. But so you lose that artsy stuff, like the Harbor. Somebody's actually asking for the Harbor, and I'm so sorry that I haven't played it in so long that I don't know. I don't know why. It just came out of my repertoire but I promise you the next time I do this, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be cooped up in our houses for a while, I'll probably do this maybe weekly for a while. Maybe between now and then I'll get that one down, okay? I apologize. So Ashley McBride is a friend of mine. We're co-writers. Well, we were when I was in Nashville, and we've written several songs together. And this song, she came to my house, and we were sitting there, and we were batting around ideas, and I said, well, what'd you do last night? And she said, oh, you don't want to know. I said, yeah, I do want to know. She said, why, what'd you do last night? And I said, I read a book, and I was asleep by about 8:39, and she said, oh. And I said, we're going to write about what you did last night, and it meant something like this. So... your name? I suppose an awkward morning beats a boring night. And hey, you're kinda cute, so at least I did something right. Oh my God, so far so good. No, this ain't my thing, I feel the need to explain. Serve you breakfast in bed, my friend, but I'm pretty sure this ain't my house. Oh my God, so far so good. No, this ain't my thing, I feel the need to explain. If I could, just for the record, I'm usually better at getting off on the wrong foot. What the hell? So good. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I was wondering if you'd like to meet me. Same place, same time, and doing it all again. Oh my God, so far so good. So far, so good. She has yet to cut that song. What?
Shout out to Mandy.
Mandy? Matt?
Mandy.
Mammy. Mammy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So we have this little Pomeranian that we rescued a few years ago. I'm pretty sure she rescued us. We did not rescue her, but she is almost 16 years old. She is totally deaf. She's laying here at my feet right now. Can I show you? Can I show her to you? And I want to say hi to Mammy because Mammy is her buddy on Instagram. She's another little Pomeranian who's 18. Holy cow. All right, come here, my love bug. Oh my goodness. Come here, my love bug. There she is. This is Weeza. If you want to find her on Instagram, she's at Weeza, WEEZA_POM, POM. Oh my gosh. You're being such a good girl. You can get back in your bed? Okay. There you go, buddy. All right. That's Weeza. She is like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. So hello, Mammy. Oh, wow. So, let's see. What shall we do now? Anybody else have any requests that I can't do?
Whatever makes you happy.
Is that from you or is that from somebody else?
From Kathy.
Oh, from Kathy.
And somebody requested Woke Up Stronger.
Woke Up
And
Stronger.
also Less
Okay.
and Dying for a Drink.
Oh my gosh, holy cow. That's a lot of ballads. That's a lot of sad, sappy ballads. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'll do ballads in between my up tempos. Is that all right? I will do those songs, I promise. I will play for another hour if you want me to, so we're all good. So my mother and I have always had a pretty strained relationship. I try. But she's been a lifelong addict. And it's a little bit hard to figure out where the line is of enabler and daughter and just a kind human being. So I wrote this for my mother. I forgive you for all that you've done and for all that you did not do where it comes to us. Well, it taught me to run with the wind at my back. And it caused me to try to make up for all that you lack. Oh, it made me wanna be everything you never dreamed of. Yeah, it gave me the hope and desire to open to love. Oh, I think you might even like much of what I've become. Yeah, for all that you could not be, it made me. Oh, I've learned to accept what I cannot change. I found a peace inside of me nothing can erase. And I know every bit of you has brought me here to this place. relationships with your parents, and if you don't, that you can make them better at this point, before it's too late. Did I say thank you already to all you wonderful, incredible healthcare professionals who are taking the brunt of this for all of us? I so appreciate you. I know we all do, and I feel like I may have even had this virus at the end of January, and I just slept all day for about 6 days and lived on NyQuil, which was not my favorite thing to drink, but it kept me sleeping and got me better. And I think even if I were to get it now, I wouldn't go get tested, just because I don't want to overload the system. I mean, it's taken 6-7 days to be able to get results, just because our healthcare professionals are overloaded. But if you are sick, please stay home. Even if you're not sick and you don't have to go anywhere, please stay home. And we have so many people who are part of our vulnerable population that you don't know who you're going to run into. If they've got asthma, if they come down with something like that, you could be a carrier. I don't want to sensationalize it and make it this huge thing. It is a big deal, but I just want us to be, mindful of the people that are putting their lives out there on the line every day to take care of us. So for me, I just feel like I'm better. If I get sick, I'll stay in bed. I'll stay home, and I'll try to stay away from everybody in my house and do the best that I can. But there's not much more I can do than that. If I feel sick enough to be in the hospital, I will definitely go. But right now, we're all good here, and I'm grateful for that. So I'm gonna play a song that I wrote with Deborah Romero. This was a really fun song to write, actually. So is Kelly Holmes out there anywhere? Who am I? Am I? Am I? Oh, I am. I am. I am. Who am I? Am I? Am I? Oh, I am. I am. I am. Oh, I'm a savior. I'm a is really cool, actually. Although my back is burning, but it's all good.
People want to hear Dying for a Drink.
Dying for a drink. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I knew somebody was going to ask for this, and so I did kind of run through it a couple times today just to make sure I could kind of do it. I honestly, I don't even know what to tell you. I haven't played this song in so long. I gave you a little bit of background about who my mother was, and so this song in particular is just one I I don't know. I wrote this because of those kinds of things that go on in this world and all the people who struggle with drinking and drugs and whatnot. And I've never, I don't know. Fortunately for me, knock on wood, I have not had, I had not struggled. I didn't even start drinking anything until I was in my 30s, and I've never been drunk. And some of my friends would say I have after one drink, because that's what it takes. So I'm kind of a lightweight, and I guess I just always, I guess I'm really grateful for my mother, actually, and this may seem like such a backhanded compliment in a way, but I really truly mean this. I have found a way to be so grateful for what I've learned from her as to not how to live my life. That I think that's sometimes just as important as some of those wonderful parents that teach us everything about how great we could be, or how incredible we can be, and what we cannot do. There's nothing we cannot do, and whatever else, loving and caring and always there. But I think you can learn a lot too if you just pay attention to the people who actually show you maybe the opposite of that sometimes. And I know that of all the people in my life, I think I probably learned more from my mother, and because of that. So this is just a song I wrote because I felt like it was something that needed to be written for me, but also maybe needed to be heard. It wasn't about anybody in particular. It was just about the idea of struggling with alcohol use and addiction and whatnot. And it's something that I don't play a lot, and people ask for it quite a bit, and I don't play it even when they ask for it usually, because I feel like I guess I've always felt like it was a male song. I wrote it for like a male to sing, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's a female song. But the more I think about it, the more I think, wow, how could it not be a female song? It's just as much as a female song than it is anything else. So anyway, it goes a little bit like this. This is called Dying for a Drink. He said, "Excuse me, do you mind if I sit here? I'm just dying for a drink." I shrugged my shoulders, said, "I think the coast is clear. There hasn't been a soul in here all week." And as he motioned for the man behind the bar, he said, with just a hint of laughter, a place like this won't get you very far unless you're going backward. I'll have one for the memories I could have shared, one for all the times I ain't been there. Here's to all the years I can't get back, and all the fools out there like me, dying for a drink. All my trouble seemed to disappear as he turned the tattered pages of his life. He talked about regret, loneliness and fear, the son he's never known, the loss of his wife. As he went on about his pain, all I could do was listen tear in his eye. He said, one day I just woke up and found half my life was missing. I'll have one for the memories I could have shared, one for all the times I ain't been there. Here's to all the years I can't get back, and all the fools out there like me, dying for a drink. That night I saw myself in the lines upon his face. Well, that's an image no bottle can erase. Before he left, he made me promise not to make the same mistake. If it weren't for him, I might have been sitting there today, saying I'll have one for the memories I could have shared, one for all the times I ain't been there. Here's to all the years I can't get back, and all the fools out there like me, dying for a drink. All right, well, we got through that one. Now what we're doing? Now what are we doing?
They want, like you taught me,
Who?
like you taught me,
What are you talking about?
and they want woke up stronger,
What's the first one?
like you taught me.
Oh, you know, for now, Like You Taught Me To is a wonderful video on my website. You can find it at laninash.com. It's just LANINASH.com. It is up there still, and it is on YouTube. That is another one that I will relearn how to play. I mean, I kind of have most of it, but I don't want to play such a beautiful song and screw it up. That was the song that, just for the backstory on that, after the Newtown shootings, I was living in South Beach in Miami, and when that happened, and I remember watching the news and seeing one of the fathers of one of the little girls who got killed, and he said, please pray for the family of the person who did this, because God only knows what they're going through. And I remember laying there just bawling all day long. I cried and cried and cried. I picked up my guitar and I started writing, and all this stuff just poured out. And what was interesting about it is, well, not interesting about it, sad thing is that my manager knocks on the door at about 4 o'clock, and I'm working for this Musicians on Call. They have it in Miami, they have it in New York, LA, and Nashville, where there are lots of musicians and lots of artists and writers and singers and things and whatnot. And we go into hospitals and we play for people who are stuck in the hospital, like the kids. I mean, I used to play at the children's hospitals all the time. And I was supposed to be at the children's hospital in Miami at 5 o'clock. And my manager was picking me up at 4. And I was still in my pajamas. I looked like I had been crying all day long. And that song just poured out of me. It's called Like You Taught Me To. And it's actually from the perspective of what these kids that didn't make it through that tragedy would be saying to their parents. And before you go on about how, all these people were just trying to sort of capitalize on that, I gave that song away to make money for those families. I haven't made a cent off of that song. It's gone on a couple of records. It is on YouTube. I have not made 1 penny off of it, and I wouldn't take it if I did. So there you have it. But Like You Taught Me To, thank you for requesting that. I appreciate it. And I promise next week when we do this again, I will do that. Okay? But you can listen to it in video right now if you'd like. Not right now because I'm getting ready to play another song, but what else am I playing?
Woke up stronger.
Woke Up Stronger. Oh, God. Okay, I'll see if I can figure out Woke Up Stronger. Let's do Silence right now. How's that? Is that all right? So this is a song I wrote. It's funny because I wrote this song because I really think people, including myself, talk too much. we really don't have that much to say that's really, really worth listening to. And so I wrote this to kind of sort of remind myself that, just to be a better listener, like try to use my 2 ears instead of my one mouth all the time. So, what's funny is I have a little friend in Canada, Shalasti. She's so cute. I was there touring, and she said, she yelled out in the crowd, play that song that tells everybody to shut up. And oh my God, this little old lady, like she's older than my mother, like telling me to play the song that tells everybody to shut up. This is not telling you to shut up, but cleverly this song is called Silence. It goes like this. That is Silence. I'm not sure it's worked yet for me, but I'm still working on it. They're laughing from the peanut gallery over there. The dogs are actually laughing at that. Except for Lisa, because she didn't hear it. Oh, wow. So, let's see. All right, let's see if I can, I'll do it. Okay, so Kathy wants to hear Whatever Makes You Happy. Is that what she wants? Let's see. I can try it. As long as I get like this real thundering applause when I screw up. Just like you do at the Bluebird. Just kidding. I used to be embarrassed by applause. It used to really like I'd play gigs when I first started out in Nashville. I'd get up at writers' nights and I'd play, and then I'd try to sneak out the back because I didn't want anybody to say anything to me. I don't know. I have come a long way. Let me just tell you. I'm gonna do this one real quick first. If that's okay, Susan, because I know you're asking for "Woke Up Stronger." I can't even see this anymore because your comments have stopped printing up on my phone. But as long as you guys can still hear me, I'm good. I can see the hearts and thumbs up and things going by, but I can't see who they're coming from or anything at this point. So I'm gonna do this because I ran through this today, and this is kind of a fun song. Shoo! I say fun, but it's kind of sad. Opened up my eyes today, took a look around. I do believe this sinking ship is going down. I stuck it out, hoping we'd be alright. We used to make nothing but love, now we don't even fight. No need to apologize, no need to explain. Looks like we finally found ourselves on the same page. Nothing left to say, nothing left to prove, nothing left to gain, nothing left to lose. You know we stayed too long for half a no good reason. It's about time we accept there's nothing left but the leaving. There is no need to write it on the wall. Surely you agree, silence says it all. Soon I'll forgive you, baby, I'll forget. I will forgive myself, I just haven't yet. I'm not pointing fingers, we're both to blame for allowing our love story to end this way. With nothing left to say, nothing left to prove, nothing left to gain, nothing left to lose. You know we stayed too long for half a no good reason. It's about time we accept there's nothing left but believing. It's about time we accept there's nothing left but believing. Opened up my eyes today, took a look around. fun. Thank you so much for letting me play originals tonight. I so appreciate it. I'm so happy you all tuned in, and I need to be doing this more. I need to be writing more, and if you are songwriters out there and you would like to co-write, I don't co-write, but I have co-written, but I don't. But if you would like to, I could at least try. We could do some remote stuff if you'd like. Just holler at me on Facebook or wherever, and if your songwriter's just looking for good ideas right now, and that's why you're here, well, all mine are copyrighted, so, I mean, not that you can copyright an idea, but, you know, it is what it is. I've got a writing deal and a record deal, so I am, most of my stuff is kind of pretty secure and copyrighted, so I'm not saying you're stealing, I'm just saying, you know, because people don't do that in Nashville, by God, or anywhere else. All right, you want to hear this? Okay, let me see if I can pull this off. Okay, might have to put Susan. You might have to put all the lyrics right up there on my phone and post them so I can. No, I think I can do it. I just I haven't played this in a really long time either. So remember that 9-year relationship? This is kind of summarizes it all. Saw it come, saw it go. What really happened in between, I'm not sure I know. I heard the laughter, heard the tears, just when it all turned upside down. Got no answers here, but I fought like crazy, cried like a baby, learned and pleaded for something to save me. Then I forgave you and myself, laid my head down and wondered how much longer. Woke up stronger. I think I might have it now. There we go. Felt the sunshine, felt the rain. How we ended up like this, I don't think I can explain. But I tasted love, and I tasted fear. It's anybody's guess, my friend, where we go from here. But I fought like crazy, cried like a baby, begged and pleaded for something to save me. Then I forgave you and myself, laid my head down, wondered how much longer. Woke up stronger. Yeah, I laid my head down and said no longer. Woke up stronger. There you are. I guess sometimes songs just don't leave your head, even if you think they have. I think I'm burning my guitar here. I kind of had to. All right, so maybe a few more. I'm gonna do a couple hours, and that's all good. I'm gonna can I do the meanest song I've ever written? I don't really write mean songs, but I didn't write it about anybody, I swear. I just thought it was kind of a clever, funny little song, so I wrote it, and it goes a little something like this. At first, you're not going to think it's very mean, but it gets mean right after the first chorus. When they come into the next verses, it gets a little questionable. Let's put it that way. But really, truly, I didn't write it about anybody. I thought it was a funny, clever sort of thing. Sometimes songwriters just do that. We don't write our whole life stories always. I mean, well, we do, but we kind of sort of hide them in between songs like this. I think I saw Dave Palmquist on here not too long ago. If you're still there, he got me all registered and signed up for my master's program, which I'm in the middle of right now. I will be a licensed professional mental health counselor. Decided to do something more preventative than pharmacy, which I've done for too long now. So I'm looking forward to finishing this and completing it, and then hopefully not seeing any of you because you don't need me. But anyway, this song goes like this. I don't know why I just thought about that while I'm getting ready to play the meanest song I've ever written, right? I mean, that seems weird. Okay. One word, goodbye. Well, it rolled right off your tongue. Didn't even break a sweat. Well, you must have rehearsed this one. So pardon me if I can't think of a thing to say. And I just sit here with the blank look on my face. Oh, I heard you twice the first time. No need to repeat yourself. Don't say something you might regret. Just give me a moment now to let it sink all the way in. But I heard you twice the first time. Oh, you best not say it again. Well, you used to say forever that you love me till you die. So I'll just imagine you dead and get on with my life. Sorry, I can't think of one good reason you're still sitting here. But before you open up your mouth, let me make myself clear. playing now?
I'm only here for the music.
Who asked for that? Oh. Well. I might do that. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what I haven't played.
Kathy wants to hear what I do.
Oh, Kathy's going to have to wait till next time. Sorry, Kathy.
I cut her
I
off.
played 2 songs that you wanted already, and some people haven't even gotten one that they wanted, so.
I cut her off already.
Let's see what I still have that I could play. Let's see. Sorry, I don't have a set list. I'm gonna play another song I wrote with Ashley McBride, if that's all right. This one is called "Why Do I." So I had all these funny one-liners in my book, which we do as songwriters. We just write things down, right? And you hear a really funny thing, or you think of a really funny thing, or a clever idea, or whatever. And I had all of these in this book one day, and Ashley came over to write, and I said, I've got all these really clever lines, and she says, I do too. And I said, why don't we try to throw them all into one song, and figure out if we can make sense of it, So that's what we did. So it turned out fine. Sing Red actually recorded this song. A couple other people have actually recorded it, but hadn't quite gone anywhere just yet. But anywhere from rock to country to whatever. So there's a little something like this. Started out with nothing, still got most of it left. Just enough to convince myself I've been doing my best. Well, I'm full of potential, but I sit on my hands and I cross every line just to prove that I can. Oh, why do I beg you to love me when I know I can't win? Why do I beg you to stay when I won't let you in? Got no good excuse. Still, I'll give you one or two. We were doomed from the start. I had already severed all the ties to my heart. Now I'm laying on my boots, fall to my feet. I will walk through the fire. I can't take the heat. Oh, why do I beg you to love me when I know I can't win? Why do I beg you to stay when I won't let you in? Well, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, 'cause I won't let you love me. I can't let you go. Oh, why do I beg you to love me when I know I can't win? Why do I beg you to stay when I won't let you in? Why do I beg you to love me when I know I can't win? Why do I beg you to stay when I won't let you in? No, I won't let you in.
I got 2 requests.
2 requests. Oh my.
Gina the Day wants to hear No Exception and Blessed Are Those.
Well, if you go back and watch the very beginning of this, you'll hear Blessed Are Those, but I am happy to play No Exceptions. I was actually thinking about ending with it. So, and since I'm not going to end just yet, if you got a minute, I'm going to play like maybe one or two more songs, and then I will end with that song, because I think it might be, for me, I think it's probably, for everything that's going on right now and all that we're dealing with and whatever else, I feel like, if nothing else, this whole sort of crisis has brought us all together in a way that, maybe we would not have been brought together. I mean, this is happening all over the world. Everybody in every country on every continent is suffering from this, and I just think it's important to realize how unbelievably connected we actually are. So I will play No Exceptions. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, because I know that you're working in the emergency rooms, and you are an emergency room nurse practitioner, and I know that you're getting probably a good brunt of this, and I can't say enough about how grateful we are to you for that. And Dave Pitcher as well. Oh my gosh, he's here in New Mexico. He's been sort of working on this at UNM. He's been assigned to a task force working on this here in New Mexico and whatnot. And we've had incredible response. Our governor has just, she came in right away before most other people were doing it and shut everything down. And I can't say enough about that, as far as, I know that some people weren't happy about it. Kids were out of school and everything else, but you know what? We're gonna at least flatline soon, and then start going down as far as the numbers. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Michelle Lujan Grisham. I truly appreciate that. I'm gonna do another bluegrass tune, if that's all right. I'm gonna see if I can wake Lisa up, because she likes this. She likes this one. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, as artists, I think if we can, we should be doing our part. And since they've canceled pretty much all our gigs and we're not playing anywhere, which is perfectly fine, I'd rather deal with that than the alternative, and I certainly don't want anybody getting sick from me, and I certainly don't want. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, but I'm not freaking out or panicking about this, but I am a little bit of a germaphobe. So, yeah, I thank you to Bose, actually, because that is what you're hearing right now. I am playing through a Bose system, and holy crap, makes all the difference in the world for sure. All right, so I guess this is going to be the last song of the evening. And Tina Lede, thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate it. Jill for putting up with all that as well. And I'm gonna end with this, and I will try to do this. I will try to do this once a week if you all are okay with that. I'll try to pick different songs each week. I've written well over 400 songs. I probably just need to relearn a lot of them. Anyway, this song is means a lot to me. It is something that I'll tell you a quick story. I don't know why. Sometimes I will be in the middle of like a bar, literally a bar, and everybody's actually drinking and doing whatever they're doing, clanking glasses and whatever else. And I feel like, since they're not really paying attention. I mean, they're there, but they're responding to songs and whatever. But this is not about me. This is not an ego thing. Since they're not really paying attention, I think sometimes, I can pull out songs that I need to practice, and they'll never really even know that there's, that I'm. And so every once in a while, in a loud bar, I'll pull this song out and start playing it. And what's funny about it is, I kept telling people, hey, please feel free to sing along. This is a great song to sing along to. The chorus goes just like this, yada yada, which you guys can do from home as well. I won't be able to hear your beautiful voices, but I'm sure that they are beautiful. But so I was playing this song, and all of a sudden this guy standing at the door, he's got 2 beers. He's got one in each hand, and he's about to fall down. He's using the wall to hold himself up, right? And all of a sudden in the middle of this song, he screams out, God bless America! And the whole bar got quiet. Like, literally, he got their attention. And everybody stood quiet for just a second, and I said, it seems to me that we're pretty blessed here in this country. But if you love this country, and you want it to be a safe place to continue living and being and breathing, you might want to think about blessing the entire world, especially the ones that might not like us too much and might kind of be after us for one reason or another. So the whole place exploded and clapped at that. And then I said, all right, now everybody sing along. And we did the last chorus. Oh my God, it was so funny. The bar, all they're clanking their glasses and singing along to this one. So this was pretty cool. Thank you all so much. Thank you to our healthcare workers. Truly, truly, truly. I hope some of you have actually gotten to see this and aren't so unbelievably busy that you couldn't be here. But I will do this again. So if you were, this is for you, and this is for all of you. This is for all of us. Please stay safe. Be kind to one another. Oh my gosh, please be kind. Mother Teresa once said, there are 3 things that are important in this world. The first is kindness. The second is kindness. And the third is kindness. God bless the whole wide world. Every single man and woman, every boy and girl, every creed and every nation, red and yellow, black and white, every thought and action, be it wrong or right, the rivers and the oceans, the mountains and the trees, the sun, the moon, the air that we breathe. Oh, God bless. This is your part. The whole wide world. All right, we'll do it again. Ready? we wake up to a brand new day. The powerful, the helpless, the lost and found, the hopeless, the hopeful, the free and the bound, the innocent, the guilty, the foolish and the wise, the hungry, the wasteful, the leaders and the blind. Oh, God bless the whole wide world. God bless the whole wide world. No exceptions. Oh, the powerful, the helpless, the lost and found, the hopeless, the hopeful, the free and the bound, the innocent, the guilty, the foolish and the wise, the hungry, the wasteful, the leaders and the blind. Oh, God bless the whole wide world. God bless the whole wide world. No exceptions. God bless the whole wide world. Every single man and woman, every boy and girl, and all the animals, cats, dogs, all animals as well, all living things. Thank you so much. Please be good to one another. Good night.